Leviticus 26. You shall not make for yourselves idols, and neither a carved image and a sacred pillar, nor shall you rear up for yourselves an engraved stone, nor shall you set up in your land to bow down to it, for I am Yahweh your God. You shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. If you walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and perform them, you shall eat your bread to the full and dwell safely in your land. I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none will make you afraid. And I will rid the land of evil beasts, and the sword will not go through your land. And you will chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put to flight 10,000, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. For I will look favorably on you, and make you fruitful and multiply you, and confirm my covenant with you. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you and be your God, and you shall be my people. I am Yahweh your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their slaves. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you walk upright. But if you do not obey me and do not observe all these commandments, and if you despise my statutes, or if your soul abhors my judgments, so that you do not perform all my commandments, but break my covenant, I also will do this to you, and even I will appoint terror over you, wasting disease and fever, which shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And you shall sow in vain your seed, for your enemies shall eat it. And I will set my face against you, and you shall be defeated by your enemies. And those who hate you shall reign over you, and you shall flee when no one pursues you. And if after these things you do not obey me, then I will punish you 7-fold more for your sins, and I will break the pride of your power. And if by these things you are not reformed by me, but walk contrary to me, then I will also walk contrary to you, and will punish you, yet I, 7-fold for your sins. And I will bring against you a sword that will execute the vengeance of the covenant. And when you are gathered together within your cities, I will send pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. And if after all this you do not obey me, but walk contrary to me, then I also will walk contrary to you in fury, and I will chastise you, even I, 7-fold for your sins. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters you shall eat. And I will destroy your high places, and cut down your incense altars, and cast your carcasses on the lifeless forms of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. But if they confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers, with their unfaithfulness in which they were unfaithful to me, and also that they have walked contrary to me, and also that I have walked contrary to them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies, if then their uncircumcised hearts are humbled, then they accept their guilt, then I will remember my covenant. I will not cast them away, nor shall I abhor them to utterly destroy them and break my covenant with them. For I am Yahweh their God, but I will remember for their sake the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the nations, that I might be their God. I am Yahweh. Leviticus 27. No comment. Numbers 1. And Yahweh spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who are able to go to war in Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their armies. Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the sons of Israel, but you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony. Numbers 2, no comment. Numbers 3, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the sons of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahweh.